We have multiple Steelers updates as the Pittsburgh Steelers are set to face the Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore this Saturday. A lot of different stuff to talk about as we have a few different players that may or may not play. So a lot of big news. Let's get right into all this news. But first of all, if you haven't subscribed already, just click that subscribe button down below. It's really going to help me and my partner Remington as we grow and build this channel moving forward. But let's get right into the news. We got a ton to talk about today. So first of all, this is the official injury report list from yesterday's practice. We got a lot of names on there, which I'd rather not have on there, like our buddy TJ Watt, as well as our starting corner and starting safety, Deshaun Elliott and Dante Jackson. TJ Watt was limited, which is a good sign, but Dante Jackson did not practice, and Deshaun Elliott did not practice either. Another notable name on the injury report list is George Pickens. Pickens has been out of the lineup the last 2 weeks, but there have been videos that have come out the past couple of days of him doing little ladder drills at practice, doing some footwork, running around, so that's a good sign. It's always great to see guys like that come back to practice. Other than that, we had some guys that just had some resting veteran days like PQ, Patrick Queen, my boy. Also, Cam Hayward, he had just a veteran rest day. He's an elite player, 14-year veteran. So, Coach T gives guys like that some leeway because he knows that they're going to show up Saturday/Sunday ready to roll. So, Larry O also was limited. That's a big name. He did not play last week against the Eagles. And even though we held Saquon to 65 rushing yards, it was still a tough matchup that game. So, this is the injury report list. I'll definitely monitor it today and get back to you guys and see who practices today and who doesn't. This was yesterday's practice. Steelers just had a walkthrough yesterday. They didn't really have a padded practice, so, just jersey, sweatshirts, cleats, nothing crazy, no hitting, because, it's going to be a super physical game against Baltimore. So Coach T is definitely making sure these guys are ready to go and all healthy. But, So some players to talk about, just some of those injured players. Deshaun Elliott, I'm really hoping this guy's going to come back this week. I assume that Coach T is going to try to have everybody play this week because, why would you have guys practice Monday and Tuesday and throughout the whole week and then not practice, not play on Saturday? So I really hope Deshaun can play. His absence was really, really heavily felt last game against the Eagles. KZ's a great veteran, but he's not the hard-hitting physical safety that Deshaun Elliott is. Deshaun Elliott's great at safety position where he can cover, but he's also great in the running game. He's a really big physical guy from Dix. Texas. Let's go. Anyways, he's a great run stuffer as well as a coverage safety. He's a really physical guy. You can kind of throw him as he's almost like a nickel linebacker role. So his presence was missing out on him definitely was felt last game. And we're going to need him against the Ravens. They got that big old king in the backfield. But, Deshaun used to play for the Ravens. And I think he should be good to go, hopefully. Really love this player. He's really showed up for us throughout this whole season. We signed him this offseason for a 2-year deal just to play alongside Minka. And I thought this was an upgrade, but this guy's playing like a top 10 safety in the NFL. He's really filling his role perfectly. Another play I'd love to talk about today is Dante Jackson. If you guys did not see, he did go down. It was a pretty scary injury. I mean, considering because he was just laying on his back. But he did go down last game, against the Eagles. It was really tough sight to see. He's our great corner. Another guy we picked up in the offseason, signed him to a few-year – or no, we traded for him. We sent Deontay to the Panthers, got Dante for him. And this guy showed up great for us. He's got 5 picks on the season, leading the team, tied with Marlon Humphrey of the Ravens for, I believe, 3rd or 4th in the NFL in interceptions. So this is a really tough loss for us last game. The Eagles kind of dotted us up after this injury. I mean, they were dotting us up anyways. But, this was a big injury. And throughout the whole year, Dante's been kind of dealing with some back injuries. So I would not be surprised if he doesn't play, and I would really not It would not be great because he's a great starting corner, but we have a lot of depth at cornerback this year. We got Beanie Bishop, we got Cam Sutton, we got Corey Trice, a lot of those James Pierre. Can't forget about Pierre Island. So we got a lot of guys that can fill in if he's not ready to go on Saturday. But it would be a really tough loss. But we got a long stretch ahead of us moving forward. We got the Chiefs after the Ravens, and we got the Bengals. So if Tomlin does decide to sit him, I won't be the end of the world. I really think we can pick up the slack if he does not play. But we'll have to wait and see. Like I said, I'm going to keep you guys updated about today's practice. Probably my next video, next injury report or pregame. I'll discuss who's playing, who's not, who practiced and stuff like that. So, but yeah, really, really tough to see guys like that go down. And lastly, our buddy TJ is expected to play. My defensive player of the year, TJ Watt. This guy is my favorite player ever since he came in the league. Great player. He's got 11 and a half sacks in the season, leading the league in tackles for loss and forced fumbles. He's sitting at the top of the league and with 18 tackles for loss and 6 forced fumbles. Those stats are not a mistake. Like, that doesn't happen by mistake. Every game, this guy has a defensive play whenever you need him. Last game we saw he had that peanut Tillman punched that ball out on Jalen Hurts, made it look easy. This guy is year in, year out, he proves to us that he's a generational talent. He's great, So this guy, we really need him against the Ravens. Every game against the Ravens, he seems to have a huge play. Ever since he came to Steelers in 2017, he had a game-winning sack. So I really think we need him. It's great that we have depth behind him with Herbig and Highsmith, but this guy's a generational talent. LT, TJ, not a coincidence. This guy's he's generational talent. He's I believe second or third fastest player to hit 100 sacks. So we really need this guy against Baltimore. Baltimore's going to come in hot, looking to beat us in their home. But I think Coach T is going to dial something up, get our defense going, get our offense going. Coach Smith actually called our offense like an old pickup truck. It takes a while to get us started, but when we get going, we're not stopping. And I really think that's a great comparison. I really think Coach T, we're going to have to start quick in Baltimore. That is not a great stadium for us in the past. We've not had the best luck in Baltimore. But I really think Coach T is going to show us that we're the true kings of the North and beat Lamar again. Lamar's record against us is really bad. We're the only team that's kind of been able to figure him out. So, hopefully all these guys I've talked about today are going to be playing on Saturday, but we'll have to wait and see. That's all I got for you guys today. Thanks so much. Here we go, Steelers. Thanks so much, boys. Have a good one.